citizens, and welcome to City Skylines. Last time around, we were looking at this magnificent, although somewhat desolate island, because we're going to convert it into the greatest industrial container port type deal that the world has ever seen, or at least this world has ever seen. I'm sure other people have made things more glamorous, but I'm doing this my way. So what have we got so far? Just in case you didn't join in, but as a quick recap for those of you who did. We've connected up rail already, so we've basically linked the two kind of main outs that we have on this side of the map. It would be nice if this had a compass, really, but we've got them linked, and as you can see, they're already blurring into the other tracks that we've got going on, which is splendid. We've crossed over the lost city of Atlantis, which we will reclaim someday. We've also started out on this this traffic bridge, which is using one of the Traffic Plus roads, which is basically a 6-lane, so it's a two-way road, with bus lanes built in as well. And just before I started recording, I noticed this. We appear to have a kinky bridge. I'm not thrilled about that. So as much as it's probably a really bad idea to do so, I'm going to try and get it all on one level. Yeah, I know. This is not what you turned up to see, is it? You didn't want to see me just relaying perfectly serviceable road for an entire episode. Trust me, this is just going to work first time. It's going to happen. It's not going to put unnecessary kinks in it. Yeah, it's done it again, hasn't it? Yeah, okay. Right, well, how about if I take it as far as there? Hold on. So, this is where the precision engineering mod once again comes into its own, because it can tell me that it's 180 degrees at each end, which is exactly what it should be. So that means I can take it this far to get this side nice and flat. And providing it's 180 degrees, I know it's pointing the right way. I've fallen head over heels for this mod already. What it does is incredibly simple, but it does it very well. Okay, yeah, so that also looks good, and I suspect what the problem actually is that the two sides of this bridge are different heights. Let's have a look. Of course you don't want to connect. Why would you? That you were connected before is no reason at all to want to connect. You peasant. Do I want to change this roller? Yeah, I might have to. So let's do that instead. Let's get this connected up so that at least it's straight. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to finish this off. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it completed and operational. And all being well, we'll have some chaps moving in before I depart for the day. Yeah, I'm going to have to move the station as well. Oh, this is unhelpful. Okay, well, needs must. That is now straight, right? We haven't just replaced it with something equally bendy. No, there we go. That's beautiful. Okay, right. Let's get the train line in place. So the idea is that we're going to have not one but two container ports over here. This will need a little bit more jiggery pokery with the edge of this island, but then we'll have a container port for trains as well. All in all, it's pretty exciting stuff. So let's take you down as far as let's go as far as there. Actually, let's give you plenty of space to get around this corner. Let's actually put it into cornering mode. And down one. And that's kind of cool. I'm doing it by eye again. There's no easy way to do this. I mean, I could put a bit of road in so that I can use the road as a ruler for this objective, but I'm gonna see if that works. Again, it's a pretty tight corner, but it's not outside the bounds of reality. Oh, hold on, it doesn't want to go there. Why don't you want to go there? What's your problem? Still too high, maybe? Interesting. Go on. Okay, well, let's back it up. We'll be underway in just a moment. Let's get this finished. All right, come on. For me. because you like me. I've got a lucky face. Right, let's go down one and let's do it a little more swiftly, and then let's get the bendy tool out and we'll take it down another 2. There we go. Right, now let's try and get that vaguely aligned with where we want to go, and then hopefully we can take it the rest of the way without incident. That's vaguely where I want it to go, so let's push that in here. Let's get a road in and put it alongside that. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason I'm redrawing this, the old me would never have done this. I would have just gone, yeah, it's fine, yeah, stick it in, marvelous, more the merrier. But what I'm actually trying to do with this city, this kind of rebuilt city, is do it with some semblance of attractiveness, order. Both these words work. Right, here we go. There we go. In there. Right, and then we'll hook you up to that. No, I don't like that. We'll go as far as there, and then we'll use the wiggly tool for the last step of the way. There we go. Right, magic. Okay, so we'll have a rail station in there, and then so that it isn't a dead end on the track, what we'll also do is we'll run it underground, and then under the river, and all the way out to this area here where we'll make another junction for it. Pretty exciting stuff. Okay, so far we have managed to accomplish getting back to where we are when we started. Fabulous. Right, let's up the tempo a bit here. So first things first, let's get our docks in place. So we're talking container ports, and I want them to be in parallel with one another. How much farther can we go here? That's good. Right about there. That ought to do it. And then after I've done this, I'll probably get rid of the existing container ports in the old city. Cannot connect to route. Don't give me that. Why can't you connect it to the route? It's an important question, but I need to know. You should be able to get under there. Look, I've test built this and it worked. Why, I also hear you ask, am I insisting on having 2 container ports? Because it looks cool. That's why. I want a load of ships coming through here. This is, you know, one time where I'm not too bothered about practical. In fact, this whole build can be described as I'm not too bothered about practicality. Yeah, I'll blow the 15k. Instead, I am bothered about it looking good when we're done. Right, let's do this. Now, the first time you do this, it does something horrific like that. Just until you've warmed it up. No. Look, let's do that, and then there we go. So it's now warmed up. So if I just extend this out a touch, and as before, this is the what's it called? Terraforming tool. I think it's only version 0.08 at the moment. It's got some kind of intro text that doesn't seem to load, but I remember reading in the directions for use that there's a second file that you should place somewhere useful, and I didn't bother with that, but it seems to work just fine. Why are you trying to go around the corner, my friend? That's not what I'm after, and that's more or less where it was before. Maybe I need to expand this out a little further. I don't want to seal it onto that next bit. I want this to be, self-contained. What's going on with that? Is that discoloration just the landscape itself? I think it is. Whoa. Almost there. Do I want to do that? It's going to make the water flow in an exciting way, I'm sure. I don't want it to look too man-made either. I want it to look, somewhat as though nature had been at it rather than me. Come on, get in there. Do it. Let's try that. Oh, I saw green. Give me green again. Let's go all the way down here, all the way back up there. I'll don't do this. I've got this built already and it works. Right, let's try giving you a bit of extra land to play with. That one, please. Just not much land. Let's not go crazy. Just a touch extra. This is, of course, going against the original design ethos. I might, if I get round to it, show you the one that I'd built previously. There we go. That's got it. Built previously. You know what? That might do all right. Anyway, and that's in keeping with something you might see out there in the world. Okay, good. Right. So next thing is we want to make this one way. And the reason for doing so should need no introduction at all. It's standard kind of stuff, really, is that you don't want traffic going in both ways. Yes, thank you. On roads that exhibit incredibly heavy traffic. For to do so is unwise. Okay, right. Anyway, let's get the road hooked up here, and then we can take it from there. Now, all being well, are you going to? Oh, you are. You're totally going to play ball. Bless you, and all who sail in you. Fantastic. Okay, good. And then I want you running at 90 degrees down here, if at all possible. Let's try it like that. This will work. This will fit. This is going to look good. Nah, I might have to build another bit of road there. Alternatively, I can build my slip road somewhere else. Anyway, let's see if this will now connect up, which of course it won't. Nuts. All right, let's try a different approach here. No, I don't need to bulldoze it. Let's try this. There we go. All right, that'll do nicely. All right, cool. So this is the road that is obviously going to be our main in and out for this island. And then after that, it's going to turn into a nicely nice chunk of one way heading down here. There we go. Before turning the corner and heading out that way. Meanwhile, we'll also run then standard bit of road. Because I'm not a huge fan. Having experimented variously with multi-lane roads, I'm actually not a big believer in the need for them. These standard streets are perfectly acceptable for moving traffic around. You don't need to move incredible volume, or very rarely do you need to move incredible volume. And if you do, you've got highways available for that. There you go, let's bring you round here. Now, do we want to go back or do we want to go under? I think we want to go under. Something along the lines of that, and then if the world decides to play ball, something along the lines of this. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's get rid of that bit so I can run this nice and straight. Of course, I do still need to put the station in, but I'll figure that out in a mo. About here, maybe. 88.2%, that'll never do. Degrees. There we go, 90 degrees. And then wiggle this in the last step of the way. There we go. And the nice thing about these small roads is they also do a fairly good job at levelling the landscape, although we do have a slight dip in the ground here. But you know what? I'm fine with that. That's okay. That we can live with. Right, and I want to interrupt the traffic flow on here as little as possible for obvious reasons. So what I'll probably do is I'll stick a one-way road off. Actually, let's get the station placed. So where are we? Where's my goods station? Just going to fit along here. Somewhat like that. Okay, right. Goods station. No, not like that. No. I have to use my... I'm going to have to use my station trick again, aren't I? You have a station trick? I do, but I've forgotten it, which isn't helpful. Okay, so the rail goes on number 4, so which means we need road up here somewhere. Let's have a look about something like that. That looks pretty close. Looks pretty close to me. Let's bang it on there. This is only a temporary piece of road here. We'll be getting rid of it probably in a moment. Nope, that's not it. Next one along. Yeah, okay. Instead of using a clever trick, we're going to use a trial. Keep an eye on where you were, you fool. Okay, let's try that. If you've just put that back in the same place again, you very nearly have. Okay, get rid of that. Instead of deleting that one first, let's place the one we want first. No. Oh, apologies. More haste, less speed. Right, this time. This is the one. This is the winner. This is the one that's going to do it. It's not the one that's going to do it. It wants to go kind of in between those two. I mean, we could make it happen here. Where's the track actually going? In fact, it wants to go... I think that one that was my original guide this time around is actually the one we want. Kill that. Give me the bulldozer. Murder that lot. Get your station. Park it in here, which is at least fairly useful. Get this. And hook her up. No, look, it's... Look, train track, I'm obviously going to want to connect to the rail, aren't I? Rail. Steady on, you've not quite got that. That's not quite right. I do quite like how rail is, you know, it does lend itself to making sensible curves. There we go. If we go to like 176 off that should look all right. Okay, it's not 100% flawless, but it will serve my purposes. Let's bang that down there, and then let's infill like Billy-o. Can we get one through here? Not quite. Damn road supports. Alright, I can go a little bit further than that. There we go. And let's make it worthwhile actually having the island as it is. How about that? That's not bad. Alright, good. Okay, so this is good. We're going to need to have standalone power because I don't want to, you know, laying electricity pylons all the way over to the mainland is going to look completely hideous. So I'll sort that out next. Actually, I'm going to finish this road off first. What do you think? Do we want to carry it on in a straight line for a bit? Yes, we do. Right, and then we'll say, oh no. Let's take it back on itself like that. I'll give it a straight line tool here. More or less entirely like that, except the angle isn't exactly perfect. I know, since basically being given a protractor for my birthday, I'm now obsessed with getting angles exactly spot on. Right, now from about here to about nope. From here to nope. That's going to have to do. And then we'll leave that as two-way. That should leave everything kind of generally doing what it's supposed to do. Instead of upgrading, let's take you out a little bit further like that. Get the bendy tool, run it along the coastline. And then let's get the straight one again. Something along these lines. Except, of course, this is about 1,000,000 miles away from being straight. This is supposed to be the easy bit. Which is probably one of my catchphrases. What do we think? No. What do we think? Let's put it like that. And then let's put one along here. Rather like that. Good. Right. Excellent. We'll feed this onto here. I might review that one. I don't know. The other alternative is to stick it on here. Actually, that's the better way to go, I think. There you go. I'm trying to minimize the number of different bottleneck places that the traffic can have. And I realise I'm spending an inordinate amount of time in roading up here, but it'll be worth it when this thing pays off. I can hear you all saying, if this thing pays off. Yes, it is as much form as it is function. That is a perfectly reasonable accusation to level at this particular design, but actually I'm going to leave it like that. There you go, that'll do it. Right, okay, next thing. We're going to need a bit of power. So let's... there was a space in there. Let's put it in here. Right, and then we'll put another one. Let's put another one out here. And you might think, well, why don't you, build a solar plant or something along those lines? Well, solar plants don't use up a hell of a lot of space, for starters. And secondly, these windmills, actually, they add to the overall aesthetic of the island that we're building. What I will do, however, is I will run water out from the mainland. And again, having water treatment or the like on the island would be in keeping with what I'm building. But in this particular case, that's not what I want to do. No, not quite. That's better. And then kind of the same thing along there. Right, there we go. That's that filled in. Those chaps have both got water. They've both now got power. And I also want an incinerator on the island. In fact, let's... oh, all right. Fine. Be like that. And we'll stick the incinerator somewhere suitably joyous. Does it want to fit out here somewhere? Oh, it would. How's that as far as reach is concerned? I think, given what I know about traffic patterns in this game, I'm going to put this somewhere where it's clearly accessible to everything. Okay, good. Right, let's unpause. Let's get this show back on the road. You've got power. You've got water. Stop complaining. You have power. Look, there's one right there. Look at it. Windmilling. It's doing its thing. You've also got water. Stop complaining. Jesus, stations. Right, okay, right. So I also now want to infill, not too much, but certainly a fair amount of industrial. I'm going to need a fire station on here as well. Police possibly a little later on, but the whole area is going to be somewhat prone to burning down given the amount of industry we've got going on there. That'll do for starters. Let's see if we get any takers on that one. Last thing to do is to now hook this up to the main line. So let's get it going underground, just like that. No, why are you unhappy with me? There we go. Because the important thing here is that it completes the connection. I mean, you know, this is an outside link, so we want to make sure that that it gets to complete its original task as such. Right, where are we linking up to? We're going on to there. I love how it tells me it's 180 degrees, which means it's straight, so even if it looks wonky to my eye, it actually isn't. Let's bring it back up to the surface, and then I'll do something semi-clever here. Well, I think it's going to be semi-clever. Firstly, we want it to go both ways. So can we take a nice happy branch off there? Yes, we can. Steady, steady, you foxed the train. Now, I'd quite like you to run in parallel with what's there already. And then, yuck, don't like that. And then we'll come off here, something like, just do it straight. It's not that, I'm not asking you to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, even flaming train fever makes this easier. Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah. Pretty much that. And we'll take you gently around the corner and run you into there. Smashing. Right, good. So, train's hooked up. Island is done and should be fully operational. And now all we're waiting for is for people to move in. I'm going to put a fire department on here now, purely so that it's good to go. Where do we like? Where do we like? I think we like here. Okay. Put that on there. Obviously, we've got... well, I mean, I don't know if you can see it from where you are, but there is the very slightest hint of a little bit of demand. In fact, we've got someone moved in. Goods Unlimited have spotted an opportunity and made hay while the sun was shining. Now, overall, the cost of building this sucker has been probably 400, maybe 500,000. Worth it. Worth it. Having seen it filled out and see it start to get used, worth every penny. You happy? You're a train station, all right? Hold on. Train stop and collects passengers. Did I end up building the wrong train station? I imagine you find people were yelling that at the screen in that way that you do. I want that one, which of course has a completely different track layout. Brilliant. All right, get it fixed. We're not here to leave things incomplete. And you. I'm leaving the tunnel where it is, though. I put quite a bit of work into that. Right. You want to go roadside. I don't want to put it there, though. I want it the other way. Ah, this is turning out to be more difficult than I had hoped. And I'll also stick a bus route out here in a moment. Or maybe in the next episode. I've already run a little long on this one. Right, let's do something like that and see where we get to. Station time. Thank you. Okay, we can come a little further this way. About there. So about here, possibly. Maybe even one further than that. No, that'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, right. Once again, the word perfect is not in our lexicon. However, all being well, this should still look alright. No, 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 no. Stop trying to snap to things that isn't train track. Get out of here. I went to snap to that, which is train track. Let's go the other way. Alright, I don't like it, but it'll do. You, there, go. Right, smashing. Put some flaming roads back in. Good. Yes. And that. Now, you know, as ever when dealing with cargo station, in fact, there's not a lot of choice in the matter. This windmill's in the way. Let's get a shot of it. Bang this out here. Now, I'm going to need to turn this into one way. They tend to come in from that way, don't they? So let's do that. What do you mean you can't upgrade? I'm only asking you. I'm not asking you to do anything too difficult. Watch, if I do this, I bet you money you can do it now, can't you? There we go. Right. Everybody's happy now. You've got a route out. Yes, in fact, you've got 2 routes out, which is more than you deserve. And that should do the trick. Okay, I'm going to leave that to run for a little bit, and I'll catch you up in the very near future. Oh, hold on, we need to get a windmill back in. We've got room in here somewhere. There we go, that'll do. I'd measured this out before, and 4 windmills plus your furnace tends to be enough. Actually, I've got 5 windmills, haven't I? Well, in which case we've got more power than we need. Oh, hold on, I know why it's not working. We haven't connected the roads yet. So we got some true optimists putting buildings up here when they haven't got a road connection. Smashing. Right, well, I'll go away and fix that, and I'll catch up with you in the very near future. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll